Hey there, fellow sports gamblers. It's Steel Picks for you with the 5 best MLB prize picks and underdog free picks for today, May 29th. Before we get into our picks for today, let's see what happened for us yesterday. First up, we had Shea Gilgeous-Alexander with 10 points and 4 rebounds in the first half to go under the 15.5 first half points we said he'd go under, and also the 21 first half points, rebounds, and assists we said he'd go under. Victor Wembanyama had 3 blocks to go under the 3.5 blocks we said he'd go under. Jared McCain had 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists to go over the 8.5 first half points, rebounds, and assists we said he'd go under. And Alex Caruso had 7 points, no rebounds, and no assists to go under the 7.5 points, rebounds, and assists we said he'd go over. The half point bit us pretty tough on that one. 3 out of 5 is not terrible, but let's see if we can't get the immaculate ticket for today. And first up on the diamond, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases against the Cincinnati Reds. Now, the Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati is the number 5 park for home runs allowed and a very hitter-friendly park. As we all know, Ronald Acuna Jr. has massive power and is hitting .270 versus right-handed pitching this season. And righty Chris Paddock is not exactly an ace of the staff, as you can see. 0-6 this season. ERA not great. As you can see, Ronald has not been able to do that much in the last 10 games. But hey, this last game against Boston, 4 bases. Certainly like it. So certainly thinking that Ronald Acuna Jr. in a small park against a pitcher that's not that great, against a righty, which he hits pretty well, certainly thinking that Ronald Acuna Jr. can go over 1.5 bases. I like it. As you can see, Novig likes it as well, as they have him at the -114. Next up, we have Ha-Sung Kim under 1.5 bases in that same game. Now, as you can see, Mr. Kim, not so much production over the last 10 games. As a matter of fact, has only 3 hits in those last 10 games. 0 in 7 of the last 10 games. Not great. So certainly feeling that he's not going to be that much of a factor. And in addition, he is only hitting .167 against righties. I could get into some other additional stats. We'll just see plate appearances. He's been pretty consistent with that, with about 4 plate appearances a game. And in his last 4 out of his last 5, he's had 4 plate appearances. So certainly an opportunity to do some damage. But as you can see, Mr. Kim has failed to exceed 1.5 bases in 18 straight games. I see no reason that this won't be number 19. And in addition, Novig likes it as well as the -205. Next up, we have Manny Machado at the hot corner. Mr. Machado under a half a single against the Washington Nationals. Now, as you can see in his last 10 games, you see it's pretty bleak. Has not had a single in 10 straight games. Have no reason to think this will not continue from Mr. Machado. Although he is incredible, he is batting only .147 versus righties this season. And when he does get a hit, it's typically a home run. He has 6 home runs against those righties during this season. And as you can see, he's getting pretty consistent plate appearances, about 4 plate appearances a game. But my goodness, has failed to exceed half a single in 12 straight games. Have no reason to think this won't continue against the Washington Nationals. As you can see, Prizepicks likes this as well, as they have it at the -119. And as a friendly reminder, when you sign up with BETR using my promo code WINCASH, you receive 2 anytime tokens worth up to $100 each. And when you sign up to Novig and spend $5, you'll get a $50 bonus with which you can place additional player prop wagers. Good luck, everyone. I highly encourage you to take advantage of the promo codes. Next up, we have Xander Bogaerts, Manny Machado's teammates, under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in that same game. As you can see, Again, Xander not really doing that well the last 10 games. 2 hits against Seattle, 2 hits against the Athletics, but for the most part, not been that productive. A hit here or there. And let's see here, that's 7 games. He's only had 2 hits in one of those games in the last 9 games. That's not that great. In addition, not hitting righties all that well. So certainly don't think that Xander Bogaerts, 240 versus righties this season is not great. So the under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, I think is definitely going to fall in our favor. As you can see, been pretty consistent at the plate, about 4 plate appearances a game. But this one right here has failed to exceed 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in 8 of his last 9 games. Have no reason to think that trend will not continue, especially given his track record against righties this season. Below the 250 mark, certainly thinking that he's going to go under the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And as you can see, Underdog likes that as well, as they have him at the minus 111. And last but not least, it is the childish Bambino, Juan Soto, over half a hit against the Miami Marlins. As you can see, Juan Soto's bats awakened as of late. In 8 of his 10 games, he's had at least 1 hit, and in 6 of those games, he's had 2 hits. He's certainly starting to feel himself a tad bit, and Miami is not that formidable of a foe. And as you can see, the pitching matchup against Peralta, not someone that you just really fear in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Certainly not against someone with the potential of a Juan Soto. As you can see, plate appearances getting pretty consistent plate appearances. In his last 6 of his last 7 games, he's gotten at least 4 plate appearances here, as you can see, and has exceeded a hit in 10 of his last 12 games. So no reason to think that Juan Soto, the childish Bambino, the heart of the New York Metropolitans, won't go over at least a hit. So to recap, we have Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases, Ha-Sung Kim under 1.5 bases, Manny Machado under half a single, Xander Bogaerts under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, and the childish Bambino, Juan Soto, over half a hit. And in addition, my 3-leg parlay is Xander Bogaerts under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, Ha-Sung Kim under 1.5 bases, and Juan Soto over half a hit. That's the 5 picks I have for you today. Please be sure to like and subscribe to the Steel Picks for You channel. And good luck, everyone.